It was a Friday morning. Rich had just taken Lucas, our son, to nursery. I popped upstairs to take a phone call, and whilst I was up there, I heard a strange noise from Rich. So I went down and found Rich slumped on the sofa, gasping, struggling for breath. So I got straight onto the ambulance service. I didn't realise, but Rich was in cardiac arrest. So he told me to start CPR, asked if there was anybody with me, which there wasn't. So I ran across to my neighbour, who was a first responder, who luckily was in and came to help us, and started CPR until the ambulance crew arrived very, very quickly and took over and worked their magic.
So when we arrived, we found Mr. Ward in cardiac arrest. His wife Teresa was doing CPR, very good CPR. We commenced advanced life support, requested an additional crew. We had requested HeliMed, who came and supported. Mr. Ward's heart did start beating on his own, and we transferred him up to the hospital where he received additional care.
The first thing I remember was waking up in ICU, confused where I was, to be fair. I kept asking Teresa and her brother if I was going to die. I was in hospital for 2 weeks, ICU for 3 days, and then on a cardiac ward for the rest of the time.
I think this case really does show that early CPR is so important. Mrs. Ward was doing fantastic CPR, and I do believe that's made the big difference in this job. It's important that everybody learns CPR. Such a basic skill can make such a difference. Mr. Ward's now going to spend a good majority of his life now with his son.